today I'm trying to record and then speak, you know. I don't normally do this. Mostly what I do is just ride and then record my exhaust. So today I'm trying to vlog. You know, there's a first time for everything. I guess this shouldn't be hard. Anyway, so I'm going to speak. So this is the Yamaha MT-09 3rd gen. I'm currently riding in ride mode 1, E mode 1, and my traction control is on 2, you know. And the unit is in miles per hour, not kilometers per hour. So you will notice I'm going a bit fast, but it's around 40 kilometers per hour. So yeah. When it appears I'm going fast, yes, the numbers are not going up. That's the reason. Oh, and in Ghana, you get to see a lot of bikes like this. We refer to them as Okadas. They're mostly used for deliveries, and some people use them for personal use, you know, as their own means of transportation. So this is what you have to go through if you own a car in Ghana, Accra specifically. Go through a lot of this, like it's everywhere. It's everywhere, you know. But once you own a motorcycle, there is a magic wand on 2 tires. It's like there's no traffic. So currently we are around Hacho. Yeah, this Hacho, yeah. We are around Hacho, and if you own a car, you go through this. You get to see a lot of young people riding a motorcycle, especially the Yamaha MT-07. It's a very common bike over here. It's just like these bikes. That's on a scale of popularity. Yeah. And then, like, the most common brand in Ghana, or manufacturing brand in Ghana, is the Yamaha and Kawasaki. And of late you see a lot of BMW, the GS to be specific. You see them around a lot because there's a lot of hype around it. There's currently a debate around the Tenere 700 and then the BMW GX. Like any GS, whether the GSA or the normal are either 1300 or 1250. Yeah, those are some of the common manufacturers. But lately I'm seeing a number of Ducatis, from the Panigale to the what do you call the Monster. Yeah, I think I've seen 2 Monsters around recently, but not much. With the Panigale, there have been instances where I saw one lady riding a Panigale. Yeah, so that's it with the Ducatis. However, I've also seen the Multistrada and the Desert X. A friend of mine was riding one. He doesn't own it, but I've seen him ride the Multistrada. Now with the MV Agusta, I've seen a rush around Ghana. Like, it's just once I've seen a rush one in Ghana. Yeah, so that's it. There are a couple of Hondas. There are Hondas too, like mostly the old Hondas, and then sometimes the CB650R. with that you see them once in a while, or you see the CB 1000R. But with the sports, you're going to see a couple of CBR 650. Is it CBR 600? Yeah. Okay, so this time I'm in the traffic, but guess what? There is space and I'm on 2 wheels, so I can use it. And I'm in Ghana. I'm in Africa, you know. Africa is poor, but we have these kind of liberties, so that's a bragging right. And you don't get a lot of police stopping you around, like especially when you are on, we call these bikes power bikes or big bikes, yeah. But let's say if you're on a bike like this, mostly they are going to stop you and then ask questions and ask for papers, licenses. Yeah, because oftentimes the boys buy without necessarily getting the proper paperwork. They just buy and then ride. Most of them do not even wear helmets. Like as you can see, how they dress, they just wear, when they dress, they just wear helmets. You rarely see someone on this kind of bike fully geared up. But when it comes to a bike like from the 900s upwards, like the MT-09, Kawasaki Z900, oftentimes, like 80% of the time, they are wearing gear. But when it comes to the Yamaha MT-07, like I mentioned previously, it's on the same scale as these. We call them Royal or 125 bikes. They don't dress up properly. Yeah. I'm speaking about dressing, but mostly you just throw on a jacket, a gloves, and then a helmet. I rarely put on like protective pants unless I'm going for a long distance. I'm right. Then I put on a full leather from top to bottom. But for this kind of ride, so I went to work. There's an event at the office. I normally work from home. I'm a software engineer, by the way. I normally work from home, so today I had to go to the office and then I took the bike just so I don't go through the same ordeals as the cars, you know. Almost every single day, if you have a car, you have to go through this. But if you have this magic wand on 2 wheels, it's like you're invisible to the traffic. Oh. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, and there's these bikes, tuk-tuk. But over here we call them aboboya. Yeah. Aboboya. I don't know what it means. I think there is an actual brand called aboboya. Okay, so there you go. You see them. No one with a helmet. They just sit on the bike and then they wear the armor of God. So when God has had enough with them, just, you know. But God is merciful, you know. This bike is so fun. The reason why I prefer the MT-09 over, say, the Yamaha MT-07 is because of the riding moods. Like, I can just wake up and be like, today I don't want to ride fast. Let me just put it in D mode 3. I barely ride in D mode 4 because that's as boring as shit. So I'm always in worst case D mode 3. Then I alternate between 2 and 1. And with the traction control, I have it in 2 because recently there's been a lot of rain. We are currently in the raining season, so I have it in 2 should in case it rain and then the road becomes slippery, you know, my bike can help me in that area. Other than that, I mostly have it in 1. I used to do wheelie on this, but I did a wheelie and crashed. So mostly when I'm doing the wheelie, I have the bike in D mode 1, traction control at 1, and then lift control also at 1. However, during that crash, I decided to turn it off and then, you know, test the raw powers of the MT-09, and it taught me I wasn't ready. I think I would have to make a separate video and upload the crash. It was a bad crash. So bad. I twisted the throttle and I kept rolling. I think I did roll like about 7 times, you know. I'll share the video and then you'd see what went wrong. But yeah, I'm currently riding home and this is how poor my road is. Actually, when I'm coming from this section of Accra, I have to use this road, but there is a bit better road. So the road is like 70% good, because when I'm almost approaching my house, there is a lot of rough road, and you know, like I mentioned before, it's been raining, so most of the road are muddy and messed up. No, I have to go. So in this type of situation, I mean the traffic, you have to, you know, ride a bit more defensive and aggressive, else you would have to keep on stopping. I don't know why this car is looking to turn, but I'm going to pass here. I really enjoy this bike. Like, I love this bike, the MT-09. This is my second MT-09. There was actually a point in time when I had 2 of these bikes, but after the crash, my handlebars got broken and then I don't have the bar ends. I'm looking to get a new one, and also I'm considering getting an adventure bike and then going on adventures, you know, because I need to explore. I'm young, I'm very young, you know, young guy. So I need to explore. I need to see at least like most parts of Ghana, most regions. I should touch like the capitals of the 16 regions in Ghana. Ghana used to have 10 regions. Ghana used to have 10 regions until we had our former president came to change things up. So currently we have 16 regions. Yeah. It makes no difference to my life, but you know, I can't do shit. Anyways, I'm almost approaching home, so I guess I'm going to end the video and catch you guys some other time. Ciao.